Brand is why you buy Nike. Brand is why everybody who's wearing jewelry and watches right now are wearing what they're wearing because they bought on brand, not somebody cookied them on Instagram and remarketed to them and then they bought that watch, for the most part. We have never lived in a time where brand was this underpriced. Let me explain. What is the biggest difference between me and a lot of people that look like me, or me and the companies that I work with and I get them there? It is the fact that I do branding, not sales. Branding is different than sales. I love when people come up to me like, Gary, I'm a marketer. I'm like, cool. What do you do? Well, I am affiliate marketer and it's, conversion based I'm like, you're a salesman, bro. You're not building a brand. You have 747 URLs that you do landing page optimization against and you convert, and that's amazing. Being an affiliate marketer is amazing, other than the fact that it should be called an affiliate salesman. Brand is why you buy Nike. Brand is why everybody who's wearing jewelry and watches right now are wearing what they're wearing because they bought on brand, not somebody cookied them on Instagram and remarketed to them and then they bought that watch, for the most part. And so I brand, and why I love brand is because it's in perpetuity. When you build a brand, you can play on that brand for a very, very, very long time. Why Facebook and Instagram are special, and more special than Google is in Google's heyday, it was not that I was building brand for Wine Library, I was building sales, because when you go on Google, all of our businesses are the same because they're blue letters on a landing page that you click. Brand is when your pictures and videos look different in a feed. If you're selling self-published books and digital courses, you're limiting the upside of your speaking career because you're doing sales over brand. The reason I'm one of the highest paid speakers is because all of you are so bought into me because I don't sell you $1,000 thing that you will do something like this, or you will pay $2,000 to get a ticket to a big, so one of the things to think about, it's your business. You have options. You have more like what I had, which is you have economics in the business that are doing well. I would tell you to not monetize your audience for as long as you possibly can, because that's gonna build more economics in the back end. But I do. Yeah. I only build brand because I'm not selling it. I'm gonna use it. Now, the one caveat to that is you need enough sales so you don't go out of business in your ideological marathon, right? But as much as you can build on brand always pays. The reason Tommy Hilfiger and Fila are back on 15-year-olds' bodies is because it's a brand. It wasn't because they had good sales. Brand, always brand. That's why Transformers and Spider-Man and Aquaman and Wonder Woman open.
Hi, Jasper Basson here. I just wanted to remind you about the Daily Entrepreneur Tips series. It's a business growth series for entrepreneurs and contains financial information and also information to grow you as a person and your business, because we will never grow our business any higher than we grow ourselves. So click on the link below and I will send you daily information to grow you as a person and your business, and it's for 365 days of the year.
These humans were interested in me because of the content I was putting out on the internet, and it became the gateway, the ticket to let me into different places in my life. So it's been a huge door opener. People, when you put out content to the world, what happens next is people reach out to you. So, whether it's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson or whether it's Johnson & Johnson, I have had people reach out to me instead of me having to reach out to them because I've created brand, and that's been incredibly powerful to my career. The downside is you have to live and die by your personality. So I am a scrappy immigrant kid that grew up in middle-class New Jersey, and so that has meant that my content has cursing in it, which So I've just told you some nice things. I know for fact that we were on the verge of getting a multi-million-dollar contract from a Fortune 50 company, and a board member saw LinkedIn, actually this is funny to tell you guys, saw a LinkedIn video where I was crass in my language, not in what I was talking about, and literally sent an email to the CEO, which the CEO then sent an email to the division leader that basically eliminated our agency from being able to do work because she was unhappy with that. And I'm competitive, and I'm an over the top personality. So there's definitely been some losses along the way, but you kind of live your life in knowing that there's some pluses and minuses to it. When you put yourself out there, you've allowed people to make judgment of you. And though 98% of the comments on every LinkedIn post that I put out are incredibly positive, there's no question that there's 2% of, well, this guy's a charlatan. He actually doesn't know anything. And when you're a human being, no matter how thick your skin is, no matter how much success you have, it never feels nice to have somebody call you names or degrade you. And so, it's a process that is not for everyone, but I do believe net has more positive than negative impacts. I think what has made me successful at the level that we're at is branding. And branding, what's remarkable is, his charisma and that moment in time, and I don't know why they picked him or what happened, the serendipity, a lot of those things, he had that opportunity at a huge scale. The fact that all of you have the opportunity to make a video and be on this, and now hundreds of thousands of people will see you. The internet has changed everybody's opportunity for brand, but selling is hustle.
Yeah.
Selling is hustle.
You gotta back it up with with the deals too. But
For sure.
my advice to anyone new in anything, especially like real estate or sales, is to be not eccentric, because as long as authentic, it has to be genuine, right? But be you. Like, I was so nervous when I first came here, and I locked up myself, and I wasn't the guy that you. Yeah, right. Because I thought if I told people who I was and gay and came from Sweden, all the high kick, all the things that I do today, I would never be hired or fired. All those things. So you understand? Like, now, reality TV in some ways taught me that the hard way, because I'm allowed to be this crazy guy. So anyway, in the beginning, if it's 60,000 sales real estate agents in Manhattan, just be you and own it. Everybody loves to see somebody who's authentic. That's that's branding to me.
Stefan, I'm gonna make you do a little work, which will make this episode come out a little later, but before 9 p.m. Eastern. I want you to show some clips. I want you actually we have all these video interns now. I want you to show 4 or 5 clips from episode 12, 19, 22 of Wine Library TV. I was running a very large wine shop, and I had these very high-end clients who were spending $400,000 or $500,000 a year on wine. So think about that. And the first 40 or 50, the first 80, actually know the number, the first 80 episodes of my wine show, I was very reserved. Hey guys, it's me, Gary Vaynerchuk, Wine Library TV. Hello everybody and welcome to a wonderful episode of Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. Hello everybody and welcome to an action-packed episode of Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Really?
Yes.
You're not reserved now. So
correct.
Okay.
Well, this is why I'm jumping in right now.
I like.
The show was doing extremely well. It was early YouTube, the first year of YouTube. Mm-hmm. It was starting to get going, and I was like, wait a minute, if they think I'm entertaining now, if they knew what I was really like,
right.
And I just said, screw it. After episode 80, I'm like, you know what? I just jumped off the cliff. I said, look, I'm gonna be me. I may lose 10, I'm gonna gain 100.
You can't please everyone.
It's a net score.
Yeah, and it's a better way to living anyways.
100%. I'm putting out a podcast every day and trying to bring value, not sell you into my funnel, not get you to sign up for my thing. And so I'm bringing value, thus I have his attention, which is remarkably valuable. Could be even the reason I'm back, could be, I don't know, good, it is. I made a shitload of money because of my podcast, right? I mean, you have to understand, right now, there is nobody dominating the top 200 in the real estate sector in podcast. Everybody here has the chance tomorrow to start a podcast that's evergreen. What happens in real estate, which is what happens in so many other industries, is we default into selling too much and not enough into branding. I love selling. Let me tell you the best way to sell in the world. Have the customer come to you without you doing anything. You didn't buy your Nikes. I would argue that everybody in this audience right now bought 85 to 90% of the clothes they're wearing right now because of brand, not because of sales.